Yo guys, welcome back. I hope we're all doing well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you will outgrow them. So this video might get a bit of hate because I know a lot of people will think, "Oh no, I can't leave my friends, my relationships. I've been with them so long," and all this type of stuff. So I'm going to explain why you will outgrow them at some point if you're on your self-improvement journey like I am, which I'm assuming you are if you're watching these types of videos. So, say you're on your self improvement journey, maybe you're not too advanced, you will have friends that are probably either not on self improvement whatsoever or just new on their journey. And this video is kind of just to tell you that there will be a point in your life where you will just outgrow them, and you will naturally reach a point where you're kind of like, "Oh, I kind of want to cut them off, but I've been really good friends with them for so long. Oh, they'd get really upset. Like we have really fun together. We go out partying. We do drugs together all the time. Like it's so fun." Um, yeah, you will reach a point where you're like, "Oh, I really want to focus on new things. I'm like really getting a good physique now. I really want to just focus on my career, like starting a business, like being really productive. You've reached a really good stage. You're like a year in now, and you kind of realize like I'm just hanging around with these people and spending a lot of time with them still, and they're just not on my same level as me. And this is exactly how I kind of felt about 3 6 months even into my journey. And while you're on self improvement, you will feel like just a different person every few like 3 to 6 months. I would say, like the person I was 3 months ago is completely different to who I am now. Like I've just learned so much, I've grown so much. I feel like a different person, and that is like one of the most beautiful things about being on self improvement. But obviously there come challenges with this, and this is one of the biggest things is when it comes to friends, and you will outgrow them at some point in your journey. Um, so yeah, this does sound like very harsh, and it somewhat is, but it's just you're just most likely going to reach kind of like a ceiling, with like your current friends and your surroundings, um, that you kind of can't really go any further when you're still kind of like really good friends with them. Uh, I think if you probably still have the same friends from school, which maybe a lot of you guys do if you're a bit younger. A lot of people I know still have the exact same friends who went to school with. And let's be honest, those guys are probably our losers at the end of the day. Maybe you have some really good friends who are really young, ambitious, masculine men, and you've been friends with them your whole life. That's really good. Then this video is just not really going to help you. Just continue with them. You've got a really good network around you. But for a lot of people, especially like me, I was friends with people who were not going to get reach the same levels as me. They didn't want the same things out of life. Like it was never really going to happen if I stayed friends with them. So I mean, along with a few other reasons, like I kind of like left that group and kind of went my own ways. And ever since then, I've never been attached to like some type of group or like a squad like we had in school. Like I just never saw that as beneficial. I have like multiple friends from different groups. Like I don't have a little group I'm in. I just have different friends, and then like if I want to spend more time with one guy, I'll do it. If I want to spend more time with some other guys, I'll do that, whatever. Like, and I definitely think that's kind of the best way to kind of like go on about your like friendships and relationships. Since I've been on self improvement, there's not kind of one friend that I would say that I haven't outgrown. Um, I'm probably only friends with about, I'd say like two people who I was at the start of my journey. I think probably yeah, two people. Um, However, even with those two guys, like there's still points when I'm like spending time with them. I'm like, oh, why are they doing that? Like, I don't agree with that. Or do I really want to be friends with someone who's doing this and their actions? And even like, yeah, like if they're going out and stuff and something I don't really like doing, or like if they're doing like eating some like shit food or whatever it may be, something that I don't really agree with. There's points where I'm like, oh no, I don't really like them doing that. But obviously overall we still have like a really good friendship, and we still do a lot of good stuff and productive stuff together. We still have really good mindsets, and we can have deep conversations, which I feel like I can't have with a lot of other people. like this video, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm better than any of these people, they're not good enough, they should change, like it's a disgrace. Like honestly, I do think everyone should be on self-improvement, especially while you're young. um but yeah, I'm not trying to say that whatsoever. I just, for me and anyone else watching this video, I have to prioritize my own journey, and where I want to go. And I understand that, especially at my age, that I have to kind of cut some people off, and that's the only way I'm going to get to where I want to be in life. I'm not going to get there surrounded by people who are doing things that is just completely different to me now. Like I'm not interested in kind of the average kind of 21-year-old lad kind of lifestyle. I don't really go out. I don't take drugs. Yeah, I literally barely drink. I don't eat junk food. I don't really like that type of stuff whatsoever. My lifestyle is just completely different to kind of the average person at my age, and that's why I had to kind of take a step back from these people. Um, like I've said, I see like a lot of people who are still in the friendship group that they were in at school, that went to like my school, and I just think like these people haven't really been growing. There's no way they can really say they've been like growing if they're still with the exact same friends, they're still in the same environment. I just don't really think it's possible to kind of grow if you've just been friends with the same people. They're probably, I'm sure, yeah, I think they'll all just kind of be the exact same people as they were when they left school. But as for me and a few other people who I've seen who have made different friends and they've kind of like left that group, they're the ones that have grown. Like I just don't really think you can grow if you just like staying in like a little group for the rest of your life. Like I think a lot of people do like this, and it's probably seen as quite normal, isn't it, by society, to kind of just have your same friends throughout your life. Like I know a lot of people in my family have been like that, and they're happy with that, and that's good. Like if that's what you want, but I really think if you really are prioritizing your own growth and focusing on your own journey, then you will have to cut some people off, especially when you're younger and a lot of people are doing different things, especially at my age. Like a lot of people want different things out of life. A lot of people are into education, people doing their own things, people starting families, people just fucking up their future, clubbing, drinking, all of this shit. You have to kind of do this, and your intuition will kind of tell you like this doesn't really feel right. I kind of got that, but then you're kind of like a bit fearful. You don't really know, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, and you're like, oh, we've got something good going on. And particularly when it comes to relationships, I'm sure a lot of people will find this even more challenging, to kind of cut off their other half. But yeah, I can understand completely, because I was with someone for 2.5 years, and like I say, my intuition, it was telling me like this isn't right. And I kind of had like, this was when I was starting to learn a bit about maybe self-improvement and kind of getting an idea, maybe I want to do something a bit different. I was kind of getting a bit more ambition. I started, this was kind of towards the end. I was just about to hit the gym, so I had like kind of plans in place. And the girl I was with was just not on the same wavelength. And even if I met a girl now and I started a relationship with her now, she probably wouldn't be on my wavelength, say in 6 months' time. And that's kind of the challenge of being on self-improvement. And once again, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything, it's just the truth of things. I'd love to find a girl on self-improvement, but even then, like, I think it would be very hard, because I'm just feel like I'm just growing so much at the moment. And unless you have people on the same journey as you, like, it's very difficult for them to kind of elevate you and for you to continue on a like really good trajectory. And you want to get to where you want to be in life as soon as possible. Obviously things will still take time, but if you have, like, imagine just like like they said, you're a product of your 5 surroundings. So say if you have just 5 guys that are just absolutely killing it, they're ambitious, they're working on businesses, they're hitting the gym every day, they're talking to girls, they're confident, all of this, like 5 of those guys, imagine you're going to be the 6th guy. And that is sick. Obviously everyone wants different things, and whatever it may be for you, maybe it's studying or whatever, I don't know. But you want to surround yourself with those 5 guys, like, who are just absolutely killing the game in whatever it is you want to do. And then you've got the other side of things. Maybe your friends now, they're five losers. They're playing video games. They're eating junk food. They're just not doing anything productive with your life. You can do all the self-improvement you want. You can watch all these videos and you can do the things. But then if you're spending a lot of time with them, if they're the people you spend the most time with, then they're just going to end up dragging you down. And that is just the truth of the matter. I've witnessed it firsthand. I've witnessed it with my friends when they feel like they can't cut their friends off and they think they can still kind of do their own journey whilst being surrounded with these people. They just end up getting dragged down. They'll end up going like back out. They'll end up drinking and doing drugs because their friends are, even though they don't agree with it, because they just don't want to cut them off and they feel like, oh, I don't really know anyone else. It's just so many people living in fear. At the end of the day, we do want to bring our friends up and we want to help as many people as we possibly can and get as many people onto self-improvement. But they have to want to improve themselves. That's the main thing. If they don't want to, then it won't happen. You can't change anyone. If they really want to do it, they'll do it anyway. Obviously, yeah, you can put like pointers and be like, yeah, say like, oh, I've done this stuff, it's really cool and stuff, and just kind of say like what you're doing with your life, but never really like push it in their face and be like, oh, you should get onto it now because like you're a fucking loser. Never say anything like that, of course, but maybe just like say, oh yeah, I've been on self-improvement, it's really good, my life's changed, I've been meditating, I've been journaling, I've been hitting the gym every day, I feel really good. And then hopefully they'll be like, oh, that sounds really good, like I'd love to kind of come with you one day, try it out. Oh, tell me more, like what books have you been reading, stuff like that. That's really good, and that's what we hope. At the end of the day, like I say, no one will change if they don't want to change. But yeah, you don't have to cut these people out if you don't want to. If they've been really good friends and you really like them, you get on and chat really well, and they've helped you with a lot of things. Yeah, don't cut them off. I'm not saying to cut people off completely, um, but if you want to be successful in like whatever you want to be in life, and there's something you really need to have like laser focus on, then you will have to take a step back from them, and that is the truth of the matter. So yeah, I hope this video has kind of helped, because I know there's a lot of people who really do struggle when it comes to friends, relationships, to kind of take a step back and realize that these people are not really good for them, because I had that when I was younger. So I'm just trying to help those people who are struggling currently. So I hope this video helps, guys. Plenty more content coming. Get the aesthetically pleasing body guide out by the end of the week. Link below to work with me. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.